Hey, I'm Jamie from BUDgamers, and this is in fact going to be the last episode we're going to do on this current mod we're making. So it's not the end of the mod making series, but it's the end of the current mod, and I'm going to export it and show you how to do that. So first you want to do is you want to go to your folder where you first created it. So I called it BUDgaming Modding. So then in here you should have an MCP folder, and if we go into our source folder we should be able to find all of our classes just there. So now also following last week's tutorial I created this item power stone. You'll find out what it is when I export the mod. But so now what we need to do is we need to go to here. So now what we want to do is open terminal if you're on Mac. If you're on Windows, you just want to run the recompile.bat, just that, as it was in the last one. Recompile.bat, not reformat. Okay? So I'm just going to do what you do on the Mac. CD downloads, CD BUDgaming modding, CD MCP bash recompile .shell. So it'll run this. It's going to recompile all of the stuff. Shouldn't take that long. Right, so it's done that. Recompiled all the sources. So now there's one more thing we have to run, which is the reobfuscate_srg. If you're on the other one, it doesn't work. Don't ask, I don't know. But you want to run the reobfuscate_srg. I'm just going to do that. Windows, run the bat file. Mac, do bash reobfuscate_srg.shell. So it's reobfuscating it. Aha! So now here we have all of our classes that we've created. All of them. So yeah, that is actually it. Pretty much for this episode. So if to get to your classes, you want to go to reobf Minecraft BUDgaming Forge tutorial, and here you are. These are all of our classes. Now what you want to do is I'm just going to create a new folder on my desktop and call it BUDmod. That's it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the reobfuscate folder, Minecraft, and copy the BUDgaming folder. So copy whatever folder's inside this Minecraft folder and paste it in there. Right. But that is not it yet. What we want to do now is we want to in here we want to create a new folder. Call it assets. Now in here, create another new folder and call it BUDmod. Now we want to do block items. Oh no, not block. Blocks. Right. So here, there we are. That is the. Oh, that's it. Almost finished. Now we just need to get the bits. So we want to go to the MCP folder and into the res folder. That should be exactly. Oh no, actually that's wrong. Instead of blocks and items in the BUDmod folder, we want to create a folder called textures. So you want to have BUDmod assets, BUDmod textures, blocks, items. items. Right, okay. So now in here we should have blocks. So I'm going to drag all of these into blocks. There we are. Actually, no. I'm going to copy them so I can continue working on it even if I'm not doing a tutorial. So I'm just going to copy, paste, and the same with the items. Copy, paste. Oh no, oh actually, that shouldn't be in there. Should be in the items folder. So I'm going to paste that into there. And that is it. We have finished making our first mod. So now there's one more thing we have to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the desktop. Now, right at the start. Actually, don't worry. If you have Java JDK installed, then you can do this step. But if you don't, all you have to do is right-click on this folder, compress it, or put it in a zip folder, or whatever it is. So put it in a zip folder, and then it should come up with it like that. So yeah, so just that's how you do it if you don't have JDK installed. But if you do, you want to do this. CD BUDmod. So go inside that folder. Then you want to do jar cf. So I'm unsure how to do this command actually. I'm just going to type this in. So jar c. Okay. Now what I want to do is jar cf. And then the location we want to put our jar file. So I'm going to put it on the desktop. My desktop, and I'm going to call it budmod.jar. And then after that, just because you have to, you want to do ./. Press enter, and then we've created our jar file. So that is pretty much all the file. So you could, to download your mod, when people download your mod, they could either download either one of these. The zip one's easier to create, but the jar one is more reliable. But sometimes you could even give them the folder. Oh, actually no, not the folder. You could just give, actually yeah, so just give them this, either one of these, it doesn't matter. So yeah, that is actually it. So yeah, I'm sure I'll put a link in the description of the finished mod you can download and run. But that is it for this episode. So goodbye.